My name's JD Turner. I'm the owner of Holistic Skate Shop. If you're not familiar with it, I started a skateboard shop 12 or 11 years ago in August this year, which is the only premier skate shop that sells only skateboards. We've been servicing the community for over 11 years now. I grew up as a skateboarder in Berks County. My grandmother lived on 17th and a half Street. I would come up with my skateboards when I would visit her. I would go to Hamden Park up at Reading High. I would go to Magic Skate Park in Jackson Mold, if everyone remembers that park out in Exeter. I got a year into that place right before it got demolished. And I also grew up skating at Wooden Waves, which was Frank's park. Frank Fields had an indoor park called Wooden Waves. And then Stonecliff Skate Park, which is in Council President Donna Reed's district, or old district, which was, it's my hometown park. And, I always strove that, being a skateboarder, as many of you know in the crowd, it's wild, pursuing your dream of skateboarding and getting kicked out everywhere. I mean, I'm sure everyone can relate to that skates in the crowd. And when I opened up the shop 10 years ago, I started advocating for a public space for skateboarding in the community that was designed by skateboarders and built by skateboarders that used the community's input in the design, something that we've never had in this area before. And we were spending years driving hours away to different towns to skate parks that were similar to this park that we're going to be building out here. And I can't say enough that it's been a journey. It's been crazy, going to these meetings for over a decade, asking for having a safe space that we can all skate, that we can all recreate in, that's public, and having access to public transportation, and having a place where we could all come together as a community. And now it's finally happening, and I can't thank everybody in the crowd enough, for real. I mean, yeah. I'm a little choked up, honestly. But yeah, all those fundraisers we made with the Reading Skatepark Association in 2016, the spaghetti dinner nights, all of the shredding festivals, everyone remembers everything that we've done, and it's all here now. It's happening. So, we're going to get a beautiful, amazing skate park. I can't thank everyone enough for attending all those meetings, all those fundraising events that we did. And, it takes a lot to change the world. It really does. But I think at the ground level, changing the community, that's something that we can all do together. Mm-hmm. And that's something that we did here today. I mean, it takes time. It takes going to meetings. It takes hard work. But this park is just one small of making Reading a better place. And the history of Reading tied with skateboarding, I mean, we have 5 pro skateboarders that have come out of Reading in the 25 years that we've been skating. It's honestly kind of, I know we're a little bit overshadowed with basketball and football and Lonnie Walker and everything, but we do have Kyle Nicholson, Sergey Trinowski, Mario McCoy, all these people came out of Reading with what we've had. So I can't imagine what we're going to get once this park gets built and kids are using this park and getting to have their own space that they can learn and grow in. And yeah, I think just together we can change Reading for the better, and I'm so happy to share this park with you and share this community with you. So thank you so much for making it out, and I'm really happy to get this park started, and it's going to change a lot of kids' lives. So thank you so much for all the help, and I just want to introduce Council President Donna Reed next. So thank you.
Thank you.
Well, they say good things take time, and the time is here. The time is now. And we can't say enough good things about JD and he had a dream, but he made that dream come true. It's more than just having a dream. It's implementing the processes to make that dream come true. And today is the concrete evidence that is occurring. And this is really a wonderful example of public-private partnerships. JD took the helm and moved forward, but it was also a partnership between the state, the county, and the city. So I certainly want to recognize our state delegation. I'm not sure if any of them are here, but some of the representatives are. And of course, that would be Senator Schwenk and our state reps, Johanny Cepeda-Freitas, Mark Rossi, and Manny Guzman. Also want to recognize our commissioners because they played a role in this. And I see Christian now. There's Christian Leinbach, Mike Rivera, and Lucine Sahilnik. And this was Lucine's district when she was on city council. And I know she played a role in helping to move this forward. My council mates are here as well. There's been the changing faces of council since 2016 when this park was first brought, 2013 with Chris Dabbert in his first term on City Council. And he is our District 1 representative at this point as well. Chris had many discussions, and I know Marcia is here somewhere. Marcia, I saw you earlier. I see her waving. Marcia Goodman-Hinnerschitz, who served on the Rec Commission, has also been a big part of this. And Chris Miller, Councilman Miller, is here somewhere. There he is. Are there any councilors I forgot? I don't want to do that. Everybody? Okay. That all of them are with us on this, and all of them have been supportive. I don't want to get into a lot of details. We know this is a hugely involved effort here in terms of funding. Kudos to JD, because you brought in private funding through the Tony Hawk Foundation, through the Vans Shoe Company and others, as well as your fundraisers. That's really, really critical. You know, government is always here to help, but when the private sector steps forward, our interest is quadrupled, because we know there's a stake in it. So that he is really someone we can all look to as an example. And anyone else who has projects in mind, look at his example. I want to also recognize so many in the city. Obviously our mayor, Eddie Moran, and our capital projects person, David Onspach. Where's David? You have no idea how great this guy is and how much he makes things move forward. We couldn't go forward without him. Thank you, David. So we appreciate that. So again, this has been a combination, a variety of funding, everything from ARPA, which included all the parks, so part of that, a little bit of that funding goes to here, as well as $2.2 million in state grants over the year, $200,000 from DCNR, another $1 million plus from the city, and again, working council, who are the fiduciary watchdogs, working in collaboration with the administration, and it has been a pleasure. So, I would like at this point to thank everybody for being here, especially, can't say enough good things about JD. Thank you, JD, for everything, and all your colleagues. And it's my pleasure to introduce our mayor, Eddie Moran. Eddie, welcome.
Thank you, Council President, and good afternoon to everyone. Definitely the weather worked to our favor, where we thought it was going to be a challenge. Although I'm going to be mentioning his name again in during my prepared statement, I want us to please join me in a huge, thunderous round of applause to JD. Okay, really. I couldn't say that enough. He almost had me in tears because his passion has never changed. I met this young man about 8-9 years ago when I was a board member in the Reading Recreation Commission, and he came to pitch the idea to our board then, and spoke to him a few minutes ago, and his passion didn't change from where he started then to today. So again, I stand up to you, JD. I want to thank you all for joining me today on this important occasion as we gather here to celebrate the groundbreaking ceremony for the new state-of-the-art, can you hear that? State-of-the-art skate park project here in the city of Reading. This endeavor has been true collaborative effort, bringing together the passion, dedication, and expertise of many individuals and organizations. Today we acknowledge and express again our gratitude to all those who have played a vital role in making this dream a reality. This initiative for this project was spearheaded, as I've been mentioning, and everyone would second, by the Reading Skatepark Association under the guidance and leadership of J.D. Turner. Yeah. You all had a role to play here. And of course, the Holistic Skate Shop, which was mentioned earlier. Thank you. They worked tirelessly to bring the project to its final design phases. As the project gained momentum, the city assumed a leading role, working alongside them and the Reading Redevelopment Authority, which generously provided the land for this remarkable undertaking. The design process was also an incredible collaborative effort involving the expertise of Spots, Stephen McCoy, otherwise known as SSM, who will oversee the land development, stormwater controls, the parking lot, erosion and sediment controls, and Green Line Skate Park, who also brought their creative vision and technical expertise to the project and will complete the installation of the skate park features, including stairs, bows, rails, and tabletops, to name a few. Can't wait. When this was finally brought to my attention as the mayor and the administration, and we saw the reality, that passion that JD has had reinstalled in all of us. David, thank you. Thank you for putting it together, seeing the vision. However, we're also going to be honest and transparent and say with designs completed, we successfully reworked the face to ensure the project made sense both physically and financially. We don't want to hide realities. Some items such as fencing, lighting, shade structures, and restroom had to be removed, unfortunately, for budgetary reasons. But please be assured that these elements can be added at any time in the future. So we did not want to prolong this for another 10 years. We will view those as standalone projects that can be completed throughout future community fundraising. You hear me? Future community fundraising, because it takes a community, like Council President stated. State funding, city funding is good, but it's not always going to take us over the end. So we have to depend on resources. Of course, we're going to do this without compromising the overall functioning of the park. The funding for this project came from various sources, which I like to acknowledge, amounting to a total of $2.3 million. We extend, yes, our deepest gratitude to the Department of Community and Economic Development, DCED, for providing a grant of $90,000. The Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, DCNR, for their grant of $200,000. Of course, the city, the approval of the City Council for the ARPA allocation of $1.2 million. We also express our appreciation in the city's CIP parks and playground funds, which has contributed $855,000 towards this endeavor. I also like to recognize our esteemed Senator Judy Schrank, who couldn't be here with us today, our state representatives, our birth commissioners were mentioned earlier, and of course, our city council members. Thank you. Please, a round of applause for them. I also want to recognize somebody that I saw in the audience that wasn't acknowledged, Mayor Kaag from across the bridge. Thank you for joining us, and I believe some of the city council members. But most importantly, in addition to recognizing you, the community, I want to recognize our youth. And we have a couple of young adults from the Mayor's Summer Youth Initiative here today, which I hope that they're ready, able, and prepared to take this park and skate on it in the next year or less. So thank you for being here, guys. It is through this advocacy of the elected officials and city government, the dedication and commitment that projects like these, such as the state-of-the-art skate park, are made possible. We are grateful for your tireless effort in advocating for our community and ensuring that our city continues to flourish. Okay, because I often say it takes a village. Today marks the beginning of an exciting journey, a journey that will result in a vibrant, dynamic skate park where our youth, as I mentioned, and community members can come together, express themselves, and foster a sense of belonging. This project not only showcases our commitment to recreation and wellness, but also demonstrates the power of collaboration and community engagement. JD mentioned a bunch of names of skate park individuals that were from right here in Reading or Berks County, which I was not aware of. But I can only hope that in 5 years from now, we'll be naming another 10. So this is what this is going to do. Bring nationwide attention. As I look at the pictures, I don't know if you guys seen them. This is the hope that we could have events, that we could have tournaments that is going to gain the attention of not only the locals, but also those enthusiast skateboarders from around the country. So with that said, in closing, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to every individual who has contributed to this remarkable endeavor. Whether you are a business, skate enthusiast, parent, child, nonprofit, or an advocate for the city, together we are building a brighter future for the city of Reading. And a skate park will soon be part of that future. Well, I have your attention. I also wanted, yes, please, a round of applause for that. You know, as I stated a few minutes ago, I get myself in trouble because way too often I hear a good idea and I say yes, yes, yes. But when you continue to say yes, things like this occur. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to invite you all to Land's Place, where we're going to be reopening that playground, which is considered a desert playground area. I'm also going to invite you tomorrow to the opening of the River Road extension at 12 p.m. on Spring Street and Windsor. The reopening of Land's Place is at 11. Because again, I want the community to see all that the city has to offer. Okay, so again, thank you, JD. Thank you, community. God bless. Let's do this. JD. Council President. Thank you, sir. Grab one. Who else? David. Who else? Who was supposed to be?
Council representatives?
Huh?
Marsha, Chris. Chris Miller.
Chris Miller. All right. I'm here. Where are you?
Coming through. She's coming.
Ready for this?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Marsha's coming.
Let it out.
Yeah.
Let it out. Shut up. Don't hold them back.
All right.
Don't hold them back. Oh, Marsha. Yeah, you over there, Marsha. I'm sorry. All right. Like JD, you share a few tears. Don't hold back. This is an important day for the city of Reading and Berks County. So we all cry with JD today. All right. On three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Thank you all.
Gardening at home?
Yeah, I'll take you back to the office.